Imagine a future where humanity is no longer confined to Earth, where our species thrives across distant stars. What if I told you that building a generation ship, a colossal vessel like the Starship Ark, could transform this audacious dream into a tangible reality? But is such an endeavor even within the realm of possibility, or is it merely the stuff of science fiction? Generation ships have long been a staple of speculative fiction, captivating our imaginations with tales of interstellar voyages spanning centuries. Yet, the very concept pushes us to question everything we assume about exploration, survival, and the ultimate destiny of our species. As we delve into the intricate details of constructing such a vessel, we will uncover shocking truths, mind-bending challenges, and groundbreaking innovations that could fundamentally change the way we perceive our place in the vast, enigmatic universe. Why would humanity embark on such an epic journey, committing generations to a life among the stars? The answer lies in a blend of existential necessity and an insatiable drive for exploration. Earth, while our cradle, faces myriad threats, from climate change and resource depletion to potential asteroid impacts or even self-inflicted catastrophes. A generation ship offers a backup plan, a chance for humanity to diversify its presence and ensure its long-term survival. Beyond survival, there's the inherent human spirit of discovery. We are explorers by nature, constantly pushing boundaries and seeking new horizons. A generation ship represents the ultimate frontier, a testament to our ingenuity and our unwavering desire to understand the cosmos and our role within it. It's about planting the seeds of humanity across the galaxy. Now, let's imagine ourselves aboard this ark. Picture it soaring through the cosmos, a self-contained ecosystem, housing thousands of humans as they embark on a decades-long, perhaps even centuries-long journey to new worlds. How do we keep this ship alive? How do we sustain life, nourish relationships, and maintain mental health during such a vast and isolated journey? We start with a vital question. What makes a generation ship fundamentally different from conventional spacecraft? The key lies in its design philosophy. Unlike typical spacecraft built for short missions lasting days, months, or a few years, a generation ship must be an enduring, self-sufficient world capable of supporting life for multiple human generations. Consider this profound reality. Every person aboard will be born, grow up, live their entire lives, and eventually die on this ship, never knowing Earth directly. This presents unique, unprecedented challenges in terms of life support, food production, social structures, and psychological well-being. It's not just a vehicle, it's a mobile civilization. To dive deeper, we need to explore the absolute necessity of sustainability aboard the Starship Ark. A fully functioning, highly resilient ecosystem is paramount. This ship must operate as a perfectly balanced closed-loop system, meticulously recycling every atom of air, every drop of water, and every bit of waste. Imagine vast, multi-tiered hydroponic and aeroponic gardens, bathed in artificial sunlight, where astronauts farm a diverse array of vegetables, fruits, and grains. These agricultural zones would be the ship's lungs and stomach, constantly producing oxygen and food while absorbing carbon dioxide. But food production extends beyond plants. Bioengineers would be developing advanced synthetic proteins, cultivating lab-grown meats, and perhaps even utilizing insect farms to supplement the diet, ensuring nutritional completeness and variety. The integration of advanced technology like artificial intelligence and sophisticated robotics will be absolutely critical here. AI systems would monitor every aspect of the ecosystem, from nutrient levels in the soil to atmospheric composition, making real-time adjustments to maintain optimal conditions. Robotics would handle routine maintenance, harvesting, and even emergency repairs, reducing the need for constant human intervention in hazardous or repetitive tasks. This intricate web of biology and technology forms the very lifeblood of the Starship Ark. Food and air are essential, but mental health and social cohesion are just as important, if not more so, for the success of a multi-generational mission. Living in such confinement, isolated from the vastness of the universe and the familiar comforts of a planetary home over generations, can lead to profound emotional distress, intergenerational tension, and debilitating conflict. How do we cultivate a vibrant sense of community, purpose, and belonging within these metallic walls? Developing robust social structures, comprehensive education systems, and accessible mental health resources within the ship will be crucial to combat isolation and foster a thriving, adaptable culture. Imagine dedicated zones for recreation, art, and cultural expression, where new traditions are forged and old ones are preserved. Education would be paramount, not just for technical skills, but for fostering critical thinking, empathy, and a deep understanding of the mission's purpose. Mental health professionals, perhaps even AI-assisted therapists, would be integral to the crew, providing support and mediating disputes. The ship would need to be designed with flexible, adaptable spaces that can evolve with the needs of its inhabitants, preventing the feeling of being trapped and fostering a sense of growth and possibility. Are we truly ready for the profound social implications of a generation ship? We must deeply understand the psychological and sociological effects on the families and communities that will grow up within these vast, self-contained vessels. These individuals may never see Earth again, their only home being the ship itself. How do fundamental issues like governance, social stratification, cultural identity, and even the concept of history manifest in such a unique and isolated context? Will the ship operate under a strict hierarchical command structure, or will it evolve into a more democratic or even meritocratic society? How will resources be distributed, and how will potential inequalities be managed? The very definition of culture will shift as new traditions, languages, and art forms emerge, distinct from those left behind on Earth. Will there be a sense of shared identity as Ark dwellers, or will factions and subcultures develop? These are not mere philosophical questions. They are critical design parameters that must be considered from the outset, requiring careful planning and adaptable frameworks to ensure long-term stability and prevent societal breakdown. The success of the mission hinges as much on human resilience and cooperation as it does on technological prowess. As we navigate through these immense human and environmental hurdles, we arrive at a crucial component of our journey: technology. A generation ship demands the absolute cutting edge, harnessing the latest innovations in propulsion, energy production, and life support systems. Would you believe that harnessing the immense power of fusion energy could allow our ship to travel faster and farther than current chemical or even fission-based technology permits? Imagine a compact, self-sustaining fusion reactor providing virtually limitless power for propulsion, life support, and all onboard systems. This could potentially allow our ship to reach the nearest star systems within a human lifetime, or at least within a few generations, making the mission duration more manageable. Beyond propulsion, advanced materials science would be critical for constructing a vessel capable of withstanding interstellar radiation, micrometeoroid impacts, and the stresses of prolonged travel. Self-repairing hull materials, advanced shielding, and redundant systems would be essential. AI would manage complex navigation, trajectory corrections, and resource allocation, acting as the ship's central nervous system. Robotics would perform external maintenance, asteroid deflection, and even assist in the construction of new habitats upon arrival. The Starship Ark would be a marvel of engineering, a testament to humanity's technological zenith. Now let's talk about the final destination. Where are we going? Are we simply searching for another habitable planet? A second Earth to colonize and replicate our existing society? Or are we embarking on a journey to create an entirely new society, one perhaps unburdened by the historical baggage and limitations of our terrestrial origins? Each future colony, whether on a new planet or within a vast orbital habitat, must define its identity and ethos. This brings us back to our initial thought. Are we preparing for a grand expansion of humanity, spreading our species across the cosmos, or are we risking the very essence of who we are by venturing into the unknown? The implications of colonizing new worlds will shape not only the future of these new societies, but also the legacy we leave behind on Earth. Will we export our problems, or will we evolve into something greater? The choice of destination and the philosophy behind it will profoundly influence the future of humanity itself. Now let's address the elephant in the room: the inherent risks. What happens if things go catastrophically wrong? With every technological advancement comes unforeseen challenges, and the Starship Ark will undoubtedly face its share of potential disasters. Mechanical failures, resource shortages, unexpected environmental shifts within the closed ecosystem, and, perhaps most critically, interpersonal conflicts and societal breakdowns could jeopardize the entire mission. How can we build resilience into the very fabric of our crew, our technology, and our social structures? Redundancy in all critical systems, robust emergency protocols, and extensive training for every crew member would be non-negotiable. But beyond technical solutions, the psychological resilience of the crew is paramount. Conflict resolution mechanisms, strong leadership, and a shared sense of purpose would be vital. The mission would need to anticipate and plan for the unexpected, fostering a culture of adaptability and problem-solving. The journey itself would be a continuous test of humanity's endurance and ingenuity. And here's where it gets really interesting. What if you could be part of this grand experiment? How would you prepare for a future where you might be a crew member on the Starship Ark? Imagine the rigorous training, the meticulous selection process, and the incredible experiences that await you as part of humanity's most ambitious leap into the stars. Would you dedicate your life to engineering, biology, sociology, or perhaps even the arts, all in service of this monumental endeavor? As we wrap up this exploration, let's reflect on our shared responsibility as stewards of this potential future. We must ask ourselves, are we ready to embrace the challenge of designing, building, and living aboard a generation ship capable of traversing the cosmos? The answers may surprise you, revealing not just our limitations, but our boundless potential. If narratives like this captivate your imagination, if you dream of a future among the stars, then don't forget to subscribe to Cosmo Quest 88 and turn on notifications. Join our community as we continue to explore more transformative journeys into the unknown, dissecting the science, the dreams, and the challenges of humanity's future. The Starship Ark is not just a ship. It represents a promise of survival, an unparalleled adventure, and the unyielding, indomitable spirit of humanity. Are you ready to take that leap with us? Together, we can chart a course for a future among the stars, shaping not just our destiny, but the destiny of all future generations. Let's build this future, one idea, one innovation, one dream at a time.